You know, every time it seems like I'm getting closer and closer to getting over the cancellation of Silent Hills, something else needs to come along to twist the knife in the wound even farther. What's up guys, my name is Mike of Coed Gaming, and Norman Reedus, star of The Walking Dead, and who was going to be the star of Silent Hills, has issued a statement regarding the game. In an interview with IGN, he said, "I'm super bummed that happened back in Japan," referring of course to the cancellation. He then went on to say, "But I have faith. I have faith that we, the three of us, can do something else. There were so many ideas and cool future happenings that were thrown around. I just can't see us not picking this up somewhere." He then went into a little bit more detail regarding what was actually done at the studio and what was being done to actually create the game. He said, "We did some of that photography with 1,000 cameras pointing at you in a million different directions. We did some things with them that might be, I don't know if it's on the cutting room floor. It might be in someone's hard drive somewhere. We did some stuff for it, but we never got into the full story stuff. We were about to do that, and then the water balloon burst." And finally, with the interview with IGN, Norman Reedus wrapped it all up by saying, "Hopefully they'll come to some sort of agreement and that happens, or we do something very similar that's different. I don't know. I have faith that we're gonna do something though, because it just seems like it was one of those things that needs to happen. Like it's destiny. It needs to happen." Okay, let's not read too far into this. Let's not look at this as some kind of beacon of hope for what might happen with Kojima, Del Toro, Reedus, and Junji Ito. Let's just look at this as what it actually is. Norman Reedus genuinely thinks that something is going to come of this. Norman Reedus is as disappointed as all of us. That is for sure. He has made that clear. However, what he's also made clear is he genuinely thinks that at the end of the road, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There will be a game that comes of this. All of the ideas that Kojima, Del Toro, and Junji Ito had for what Silent Hills would have been, those ideas never actually made it into the game. If anything, they just stayed as ink on paper. They never got any further than that. Norman Reedus obviously had some ideas himself, as he was hinting at in the article, but what's important is that all of the ideas that were thrown around, and all of the ideas that were being considered the most, never actually made it to the game, because none of those ideas made it to the game. Like Norman Reedus said, they might be on someone's hard drive somewhere. Those ideas are fresh in the minds of the geniuses that were working on that game. That means that if all of them got together and made something different, they could make the game that Silent Hills would have been and just call it something different. All of those ideas that they had, they're still fresh. Nobody's used them. And that is what needs to happen. Hideo Kojima's no-compete clause expires in December. Guillermo del Toro has said on Twitter that he would work with Kojima anywhere, anytime, on anything. And I'm pretty sure the same goes for Junji Ito, and we've already seen from Norman Reedus, he is down to clown too. Look, all of us fans have been wanting to see Silent Hills happen ever since we saw PT. And when the game got cancelled and when PT got pulled off of PSN, we wanted the game even more. It's the forbidden fruit concept. We want what we can't have. However, based on what Norman Reedus is telling us, he has faith. He has faith that something will happen, and you know what? I think we need to follow in his footsteps. I think we need to have faith in Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, and Junji Ito, and of course Norman Reedus as well, because they are clearly determined to make a masterpiece of horror, and I don't think they're gonna let Konami stop them. They're gonna take all of the ideas that they had, and they're gonna put them elsewhere. They're gonna make the greatest horror game of the last 10 years. If what Norman Reedus is saying is any indication, we have a lot to look forward to. Make sure to check out the rest of Coed Gaming, and also make sure to check out all of my past videos talking about Konami and Silent Hills. Until then, my name is Mike of Coed Gaming, and I'm like a broken Xbox. I don't play no games with this shit.
What's up guys, thanks so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you haven't gotten a chance to already, make sure to check out last week's video, which can be found right here. Also, if you haven't gotten a chance to already, make sure to like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. And while you're at it, make sure to check out the rest of Coed Gaming, where we upload gaming videos every single week. And as always, game on!